What's up guys, this is Anakin and this is my review of Transformers Rise of the Beast. Okay, so I have watched this film on digital because I haven't watched it on theaters and I regret it because after 5 years of having no Transformers film since 2018's Bumblebee, this one is a total package and I can say this one is refreshing. If you're wondering if you need to watch the other Transformers film before watching this one, I can guarantee you don't, because it's basically a reboot now. And even if you don't watch Bumblebee, released in 2018, which is connected to this film, you won't need to watch it before watching Rise of the Beast because you won't have any questions after watching Rise of the Beast. And these two films connect real smooth because I'm talking about robots being the spotlight of the film and them having personalities. No absurd to definitely no military presence at all. And of course, the human characters does not take away the spotlight from our bots, and I'm talking about you, Shia and Mark. So of course, let's talk about the Transformers first because we have three factions in this film: the Autobots, the Maximals, and the Terrorcons. Optimus Prime, the leader of the Autobots, is back and he is awesome. He has a different character in this one, very different from the Michael Bay film. He actually has a character arc which is nice and his design very G1, and not only that, his lines were also this G1 like cheesy and I love him for it. We gotta thank Peter Cullen for being passionate for all these years bringing Optimus Prime to life. Mirage took the role of being the Autobot friend to human characters and it delivers. Pete Davidson as Mirage, wow, I never see him having voice acting like that, but he's perfect. He had the fun moments of the film but not being overly annoying. Bumblebee is also back and he's a bit sidelined on this film, maybe because he already has a focus on his own film last 2018. But seriously, the radio talking, it's getting tiring already. Me personally, I want to see Bumblebee talking trash to every Decepticon he's been crushing, because honestly, he's on the top tier as Optimus Prime. Finally, we already have a proper RC adaptation, and to be honest, I wanna ride that one, if you know what I mean. I like her as Optimus' second command on this film, and she's really badass. Then lastly, we have Wheeljack, which is Wheeljack. Although it's kind of bummer that they changed his design from the Bumblebee ones, but it kind of grew on me, maybe because he has a minor role in this film, but it's not a big problem personally for me. Overall, I love the Autobots in this film. They are not just these quiet cars that are being flexed for advertisements, in which, well, the Michael Bay films are always showing. Then we have the Maximals. Finally, we have them on live action because it's literally titled Rise of the Beast. Ron Perlman brought Optimus Primal to life and his casting is just perfection. I love that his character have this major effect on Optimus Prime character arc. Air Razor is here. She is the best friend and the second in command of Optimus Primal, although it's kind of sad on how she ends in the film and she doesn't even have a single transformation scene. Kind of bums me. Cheetor and Rhinox were also here, but they're in a very minimal role, especially Rhinox, because I didn't even heard him talk a single line in this film. Overall, I love the Maximals, but I hope this is not the last time that we will see them, because for a Transformer titled Rise of the Beast, the screen time isn't justified. Then for the villains, we have the Terrorcons led by Scourge and his sidekicks Battletrap and Nightwing, which were all serving the almighty Unicron. Peter Dinklage brought Scourge to life, and I must say it's a good casting, although it affected my perception of Scourge as the main villain because some of his deliveries were weak. Honestly, I can't see a memorable scene of Scourge. I can't remember, maybe just the Bumblebee part, but I can't have him line up to the greatest villains in the Transformers live action movies, which I only have two actually, Sentinel Prime and Lockdown. Battletrap and Nightwing were here, and honestly, they're just here and they serve their purpose of being an assistance to Scourge and a nuisance to the Autobots, and that's just about it. And of course, we don't forget about the human characters, which are Noah and Elena. And as I said earlier, they played their role perfectly. They were written perfectly because they didn't overshadow the real stars of the film. They weren't a damsel in distress like Sam Witwicky is in the first three films, and not this super soldier built like inventor that Cade Yeager is. They fall off in the middle just like how Charlie is in Bumblebee, and that is actually great. I hope they appear again in the future sequels, but new characters, human characters interacting with our Autobot friends would be actually kind of nice. And that might actually be a better idea of having different human characters in every film. Plot of this film is actually simple, but they leave a lot of Easter eggs that could be used for future expansion of the franchise. As I said, it kind of bums me that the Maximals were only secondary on this one, especially in the third and final act, where I actually hoped that Optimus Primal will be banging Scourge with Optimus Prime. That would be perfection. Imagine just like a scene where Captain America and Bucky were throwing hands against Iron Man. Man, they really fumbled the bag with that one. I love that the final battle really took place on an area where there's no city and there's no a lot of people, only proving that USA, you were not the only country susceptible to alien attacks. And finally, this is a Transformers film that really brought out the kid in us, which is what the original Transformers series is intended. If I'm gonna rate this is a perfect 8 out of 10. Just a perfect Transformers movie, G.I. Joe crossover, and a right amount of 2 hours screen time. It's very enjoyable, very rewatchable, but I am hoping that we will see Ultra Magnus, Hot Rod, and please Megatron on the future films. So what do you think of this film? Did you enjoy Transformers Rise of the Beast? Leave a comment down below and share with me your experience with the film. This is Anakin, and see you next time.